Hello everybody, it's me, GhostCritic, and I'm back in front of the camera. For those who've been following me, you'll know that I've had a little bit of an eye infection. I say a little, it looked disgusting. Did not want to subject you to that, so I've been doing kind of podcast style videos for the last few days. I hope you've enjoyed them and not missed me in front of the camera too much. But today is New Comic Book Day. I had 5 on my pull list, 5 comics, so I thought I'd treat myself to an extra one just to, well, just for the hell of it really. And that book that I picked up was Frankenstein Underground, Mike Mignola, Dark Horse, issue number 1. It's been out a few weeks. I've heard a lot of people talk about this and tell me how good it is. So I thought, you know, what the hell, let's give it a go. So for the 5 books that I had on my pull list, I mean, it has been very quiet over the last couple of weeks, obviously due to DC stopping all its regular titles and doing all this convergence malarkey, which I am not getting sucked into. I am going back to my roots of being a Marvel fanboy, and I'm going to get into the whole Secret Wars. So when that kicks off and starts, that's when I'll have a lot more, I hope, comic books on my pull list as I dive headfirst into that. So for this week, I only have one Marvel title. It's Thor issue number 7. Next issue will be the final reveal of who is now under the helmet, I guess. And we'll find out who our new female Thor is. For now, I know this issue should be action-packed as Thor goes up against the Sentry. So I'm expecting big action from this issue. The art and colouring on this has been fantastic of late. Really eye-catching, eye-popping. Talking about eyes. Hope it doesn't hurt my eye too much. But really looking forward to reading that. The rest, of course, are Image Comics, because that seems to be the predominant number of comics on my pull list of late. We're kicking it off with Mark Millar and Sean Murphy's Chrononauts. It's issue 2. I made issue 1 my pick of the week the last month. It is a great all-rounder, good, fun sci-fi, time-travelling fair, really. It was really fun and I really enjoyed it. It was entertaining. I'm not saying it was particularly original, but that week it was the best of what I read and it was good. So I've got high hopes for issue 2. Believe this is only a 4-issue mini-series. Doesn't matter, as long as it's got a start, a middle and end, I'll be happy. Haven't seen this title out for a while, but glad to have it back. It's Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips on the Fade Out. It's issue 5, the heady days of Hollywood in the 1950s. I always forget whether it's the 50s, the 40s. I think it's the 50s, but it's always been a great kind of crime noir, as Ed Brubaker loves to write these kind of stories. Really enjoying it. Hopefully this is just as good. Another title that seems to have a solicitation that's all over the place and probably harms it to some respect. It's Shutter issue number 11. Book full of crazy, imaginative, creative ideas that probably kind of get lost in the whole chaos of it all. It kind of calmed down for a little bit. Last month's issue, or whenever the last issue of this came out, was very good, very fun. Again, huge ideas. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of that in Shutter. Finally, Sunshine and Roses, which it's never full of. It's Stray Bullets, the latest mini-series from David Lapham, issue number 3, our kind of gritty slice of life storytelling that revolves much around kind of crime and mob bosses and the like. Love this book, and I'm really glad I kind of jumped on board this Stray Bullets train, because it is fun, although the stories can be quite, you know, end on a downer and be quite depressing, it's still a really entertaining read. You don't have to have read the kind of main series beforehand, because these are very much kind of insular stories, and while they do have the same characters, or they do reuse a lot of the same characters, you don't need to know a great deal about their backstory or what's happened to them before. So this is a highly recommended title from me if you like your kind of slice of life stories. So they're my comics that I picked up this week. If you want to hear more in-depth talk about what I read, or what I will be reading I should say, tune in on Friday, which means if you're not subscribed and you don't want to miss out on it, hit the subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up and let me know what books you've been picking up. Yes, there's a slew of Convergence issue 1s out at the moment. If you're picking them up, let me know in the comment section down below. Tell me what you've been reading. Has anything, been of interest? Am I missing out on anything? I don't think so. But let me know down there. So, if you're on your way to the comic book shop, I hope you find everything you want. If you've been to the comic book shop, I hope you're enjoying all the books you're currently reading. Until Friday, I will see you. Bye bye.